afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunton. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos. Well, down on the field, they're all thinking the same thing that they do every week, Charles. All the work, all the preparation over the past week, it all leads up to these next 4 quarters.
It's suspenseful now, Brandon, but once that ball is kicked, that thought will go out the window. From then on, it's just time to execute and fight for a win.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Oh, look at the juke. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. And the defense closes quickly there, and they'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 4th down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to punt. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 18 carries, 90 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help them reach the century mark.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mixon up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Texans at 4-3, a game over 500. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Broncos offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And he's run the ball well to this point in the season, right there in the mix for NFL leaders in rushing. Throwing Nix. Over the middle, he finds Vele. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Nix to the air. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
Daniil Hunter on the stop. Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. To throw is Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now it's Nix. We'll get that complete to Vele. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
It's 4th down.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash.
39-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Now Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Jordan. It's a gain of 9. brings up 2nd and a yard.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
Stroud keeps it. And he is going to have a Texans first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
A handoff to Mixon. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Chubb will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Mixon is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really good gain right there. They picked up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. The backup Stidham, his first throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. But just not a particularly confident throw there. That one, it had a lot of air under it.
And the fact that it was thrown out toward the sideline, the ball seemed to hang up there forever. That's one that you go to bed dreaming about as a defender because that's about as easy as they come.
And now out comes Houston. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Throwing now is Stroud. They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
At the 33-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt.
It's 4th down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Nice effort from Jalen Petrie getting to him behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
2nd and 13. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. That is caught by Vele. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 11. And the Broncos 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Broncos.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Broncos 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey.
Really an excellent run, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
Second down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
The Broncos first down.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
2 yards on the pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Broncos!
Devon Bailey.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3.
Texans 3.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. For the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd
And
and
Stroud
4.
now to throw.
26.
They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gain of 6. And the Texans first down.
Stroud.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Stroud looking to throw. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. 3rd and 4.
Complete to Brevin Jordan. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Stroud to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Stroud.
Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
7-yard pickup.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Stroud taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown, 47 yards.
And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they can't bring him down. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
Nix from the shotgun. That's taken in left side by Vele.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Off the bootleg, here's Nix.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Nix.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First and goal, Denver.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So now from half the distance closer, here's first and goal.
They'll go play action with Nix.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout.
Nix to the air.
As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's third down.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down.
Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
From the gun to give to Mixon.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Stroud completes this out wide.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Texans first down.
Play action. Stroud now.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Stroud.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete to Dalton Schultz. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw again. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Stroud.
Open man is Kirk, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Taimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
Oh, good move. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 14.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Broncos first down. A gain of 14.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
59 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 20.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Goes first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jaleel McLaughlin, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have moved out in front.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Texans 13.
So the drive there took 6 plays and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
DJ Jones
Gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Throwing now is Stroud. Got his man, Dell. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd and 5.
Now Stroud.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Oh, he shifts past him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down. Denver.
Another run here with Dobbins.
Nifty move. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down. A gain of 16 yards.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
Now it's Nix.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Throwing Nix. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Texans offense has C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They begin with a run by Mixon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 9, Stroud. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Game, offense.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw. Stroud. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good gains there back-to-back for Houston in the passing game and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8. Looking to throw. Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17.
But they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I took.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And Stroud now to throw. This one left side caught by Collins.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd.
Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Touchdown, Texans.
Joe Mixon
From 3 yards out.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Big score, first step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Gets by him at the 25.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
To throw, here's Nix. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First down. A gain of 16.
So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Still first down.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Nix. Over the middle, he finds Vele.
Complete to Devon Vele. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
12 more yards. That's another Broncos.
Back to the air with Nix. On the RPO. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Bo Nix taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
For the Broncos.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. 3rd down and 10.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Stroud working out of the gun. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Back at his 48-yard line.
Now a give to Collins. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Makes it 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Dell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
1st and 10.
This is Collins on the handoff. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
A gain of 2. Makes it 3rd and 11.
Stroud to throw it. Quick hitch, complete. It's Collins. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. He's going to try and take off with it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First down, Denver.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Denver, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.